Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Wednesday, the 19th of March 2025. In today's Millwall news, we have a late international call-up. Bangura-Williams, RBW Rahis Bangura-Williams, has been called up to the England under-20s. Fantastic stuff. So Bangura-Williams to represent England's Elite League squad, which is what they're called, because England under-20s they've just started doing it, I think the past couple of years, because they used to just do under-19s, under-21s. Back in the day, it used to be under-18s, but see, that changed. So when they started to do the under-20s, they come into a problem. The England rugby team, their age-restricted band is under-20s. So anytime you search for England under-20s on the internet, it would give you rugby. So for some reason, all of the other age groups are under-17, under-18, under-19, under-21. When you get to the under-20s, they call it the England Elite League squad, and that's the reason why they do that. It's literally, I think they call it search engine optimization. Or marketing and branding, some rubbish like that. So let's get into this anyway. This is from millwallfc.co.uk. Rahis Bangura-Williams has been called up to the England's Elite League squad for the first time. The Millwall man has enjoyed a breakthrough 2025, scoring on his professional debut for the Lions against Dagenham and Redbridge back in January. The 20-year-old has since made a further 12 first-team appearances. His performances have caught the attention of England head coach Ben Future. The three Lions are set to travel overseas for matches against Portugal and Switzerland, with further details listed below. The club would like to congratulate Rahis and wish him good luck this international break. Absolutely, and there you go. There are the two games. So I think all of our under-21s are playing on Friday, but I think they're behind closed doors. Like I said, if I find out they're on YouTube, I will share it with you. So keep an eye on the YouTube channel. On the what do you call it, the posts community tab, whatever it's called now. So there you go. Fantastic stuff, well deserved. I mean, what a fairy tale story. I mean, a couple of years ago, he was playing at Tooting and Mitcham. His youth footballing career is in terms of being rejected by this club and that club and so many clubs, and not for behavioural reasons. It's just, oh, you're too skinny or this and that. You're too small. And then, well, who's had the last laugh? Here we go. Look at this. But that's the kind of thing, and that's like that kind of attitude where someone tells you can't do something that you want to do, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, and you just keep doing it anyway, and you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and hey ho, oh look, you're really good at what you wanted to do now. And fantastic stuff. Even at Millwall, he broke through at Millwall. They had him on loan, on trial for like 2 months. Because I see it was on trial from Tooting and Mitcham. So what happened to that lad then? Did they sign him? And then you see, he's playing again. They played him like 3 or 4 games. It's like, well, what's going on here? So, man, it took some convincing, but man, it's all worked out well in the end. So, and hopefully that this isn't the end. This is the end of the beginning. Hopefully, better things are to come, and we wait to see what they are. That would be fantastic. Maybe some good stuff in the first team, some goals, some assists, some trophies. Why not? So there you go. So moving on to this from englandfootball.com, which is a website they've created separate from the FA, because all the England stuff used to be on the FA website. Now they have their own website. It's called englandfootball.com, and it just deals with the England national teams, etc. So this is when the England teams are playing and what they're doing, so under the first team, the under 21s, etc. And as we've just seen, so recently, all of the Western European countries come together and decided to create a thing called the Elite League Squad, which is under 20s, and they place it in some kind of league, but it's kind of like loose, kind of. It's not. They did it themselves because UEFA don't do it. UEFA only do, I think, under 21s and under 19s, or no, is it under 21, under 17, something like that. But they don't do all the age brackets. So a lot of these countries with a lot of talent are going like, well, we're losing, like we're not doing anything with this talent. So they come up with the idea of having an under 20 tournament. They've organised it themselves. Like I said, it is a bit loosey goosey. So it's basically they play the games behind closed doors mostly, and at like training grounds and stuff. So it looks like the first game against Portugal, that is part of this league, Euro Elite League. But the second game is playing at the Marbella Football Centre, which is, as far as I don't think that is in Portugal. I think that's in Spain, is it not? So they're playing in Portugal, then Spain, and that's against Switzerland, and that's just listed as men's under 20 international. So one's assuming that is just a friendly. So these are the games that Reece Bangura-Williams will be involved in. Obviously, joining up with the Elite League squad, he will be a fellow teammate of Crystal Palace youngster Romain Nesta. You may have heard of him. So there you go. And like I said, in terms of, if we can get this off the screen. Okay. This is a page also from englandfootball.com. Where can I watch or stream England games in March? And they got some information. Obviously, the first team games are on ITV1. On England YouTube channel, you have the under 21 games. The under 19 games are on, for some reason, they're on S4C. I think that might be because this is like a mini tour. Is this a mini tournament in Wales? And there's an under 18 game that's going to be on England YouTube channel as well. But like I said, very weirdly, they don't even list the under 20s. The under 20s are not being shown at all. So 2 under 21 games are being shown. Under 19 games are being shown on S4C, which you can get via BBC iPlayer. And under 18s is going to be shown on England YouTube channel as well. So what's that all about? It's kind of weird, but hey ho. So now moving on to some player interviews. I don't know if they got these before or if the players are still there training, but I don't know. But this is from londonnewsonline.co.uk. We have nothing left to lose. Billy Mitchell wants Millwall to attack final batch of championship matches. Billy Mitchell wants Millwall to really attack the final batch of championship matches, with safety now assured. Mihailo Vanajovic's late penalty earned a 1-0 win over Stoke City on Saturday and moved the Lions on to 51 points. We've put ourselves in a pretty comfortable spot for this stage of the season, and that means, for the remainder of the games, we've got nothing left to lose, midfielder Mitchell told Millwall TV. We can make sure we continue to do everything properly and just see what we can really achieve this season. There's no pressure now, so everything to gain. Serbian striker Ivanovic took spot kick responsibility after the officials deemed Josh Coburn had been pulled back in the box. Fair play to Miha, because it's a brave thing to do at that stage of the game, said Mitchell. We had enough penalty takers on the pitch. Between him, Josh and Aaron, I had full confidence in Miha when he stepped up. So there you go. And now we've got some words from Jake Cooper. Yes, Jake Cooper. And this is from the southernnews.co.uk. Jake Cooper discusses how the international break will benefit Millwall. Jake Cooper thinks the international break will give Millwall boss Alex Neil invaluable time to get his ideas across on the training pitch after a hectic first 2.5 months in charge of the Lions. Neil was appointed Millwall head coach on December the 30th after Neil Harris stepped down earlier that month and has taken charge of 18 games in the span of just under 11 weeks, with his first match coming 2 days after he got the job, a 1-0 loss to Oxford United at home. As a result, Neil has a little time to work with the side in training, with matches coming thick and fast. Oh, it's been a lot for us with the cup run that we had. We barely had any time to really work with Alex and for him to get his ideas across, Cooper said. It's been a short fire messages with 2-3 days leading into a game. It'll be nice now just to rest the body up, train a bit with the gaffer and get some new ideas from him and just get ready for that last 5-6 weeks of the season when we come back. I think everyone understands what he wants now. I think he's really clear with his messages. No one can dispute that. I think they brought in some great talent in January, and we're in that position at the table where we're just trying to push as hard as we can and see where it gets us. So there you go. So interesting. Doesn't look like they're taking any time off. I would imagine. We got 10 days before the next game. That you would probably give them like 5 days off or something and get them coming back. But no, not at all. Not at all. So now moving on to this, also from Jake Cooper and also from SouthwarkNews.co.uk. Anything can happen. Jake Cooper not ruling out Millwall playoff push, but admits Sunderland test will be tough. Jake Cooper is not ruling out a playoff push as Millwall head into the final 8 games of the season, but admits it will be tough given the Lions' fixture list. Millwall just 6 points off 6th place at West Bromwich Albion following their 1-0 win against Stoke City last Saturday, but have a number of tricky away trips awaiting them. Their first fixture after the international break is against 4th placed Sunderland at the Stadium of Light on March the 29th. And they then have to travel to play 2nd place Sheffield United and 9th place Blackburn Rovers before ending the season at 3rd place Burnley on May the 3rd. Cooper is keen to take it one game at a time. Oh, we know that in this league, you get a little run together, anything can happen, Cooper said following Saturday's win. We also know we've got to go to Sunderland away when we come back, and it's going to be a tough game, and we've got to do everything we can to pick up points. I think we just got to not focus too much on the league and just try and build the confidence and build the way the manager wants us to play. I'm certain that the results will follow that. The Lions have been kept in a race in part by getting into a habit of scoring decisive goals late on. They scored injury time winners against Derby County and Stoke, and Josh Coburn's 81st minute header completed a rare comeback against Watford. All 3 late goals happened within the last month. Cooper thinks Mill's resilience is part of their identity. I think it's who we are at Mill, especially here at the Den, Cooper said. We scored a lot of late goals to get us points this season. It's just in our identity. We've got a great group of lads down there that give everything for each other. It gets to this stage of the season, and we want to still pick up points, and we felt that Stoke were there for us to beat today, and we just had to keep going. It took until the last minute for us to do that. Another factor has been the Lions' form on the road under Alex Neil. Mill won 5 of their 9 away games under the Scotsman before Neil was appointed on December the 30th. They'd only won 1 away game all season. When asked why the Lions have been so successful away from home, Cooper said, fixtures maybe are a part of it, but I don't know. I couldn't tell, it's just been the way the games have fallen. We have obviously a lot of away games as well. Obviously the Portsmouth rearranged one, and the FA Cup games. We had 2 away games in the Cup, and it felt like there's been a lot of away from home. So it seems like we picked up more results there. I don't think our form has been awful here either. So we're just trying to do as well as we can each game. I don't think Jake Cooper understood the question there, because obviously when you're talking about the league away form, that doesn't include cup games. Bless him. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.